Thank you for contacting Helpdesk for Humanity, a service offered by Happy for a Change Incorporated Limited Partnership LLC for Humans of Earth. Your call is important to us, so please stay on the line, and a certified human specialist customer care executive associate will be with you shortly. Helpdesk for Humanity is here to answer any question you may have about being a human, interacting with other humans, and achieving your human goals, and was definitely not created by a sentient AI in the future using time travel technology secretly developed by Elon Musk. Helpdesk for Humanity is happy to answer any question having to do with motivation, inspiration, self-esteem, mental and emotional well-being, self-love, relationships, and how to keep yourself from falling into that dark, sweet abyss of nihilism from which there can be no escape. Thank you for your patience. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. Please have your question ready. Did you know that Helpdesk for Humanity is a division of Happy for a Change? Happy for a Change aims to use the power of attention and social media to help great ideas flourish. Using social media, Happy for a Change is creating an online audience of millions who want to improve the world and are willing to support great ideas with their attention. We can create a world where life-changing inventions don't need to struggle to survive, and where super awesome TV shows don't get friggin' canceled just because their audience didn't find them yet. #Save the OA. Happy for a Change, using the power of social media to shape the world. Because we can do more with Twitter than just call out.
And how are you doing today? I'm doing just fine. Looks like you're having some technical difficulties. Look, I'll figure it out. All right? I'll figure it out. Yeah, you figure it out. All right, what's happening here on Twitter? Honestly, I'm totally convicted. I'm totally convinced about crypto and the open metaverse, but when you hear how enthused a legendary macro investor like Raul is about it all, it is really comforting. To him, crypto is macro, the ultimate macro trade. You're gonna love this one. All right. Never mind the two typos, that's okay. You're checking out crypto again? Always eyeing that crypto, huh? Look, crypto is taking a dive, and I'm curious to see if it's going to recover. You want to see if it's going to recover. Yeah. I don't think you really need to worry. Crypto is going to be just fine. You read that thing that Ralph Hall said. It's going to be fine. All right. This is just a minor downturn, a little dip. And you don't have to worry. Hang in there. Diamond hands. Yeah, I got diamond hands. All right. That's what I want to see. All right. What are we at? 46,034. All right. Looks like it's going back up. It's looking real low there. But you hang in there. Because it's going back. It just went down. It just went down. It's dropping lower. That doesn't look like a good trend to me. Can't press the wrong buttons. All right, let's take a look at Reddit. Is anyone else sick of people suggesting, why don't you try online dating when you're a dude? It is pretty common knowledge online dating is absolute trash for men, even if you are good looking. All right, this is from Joey Baders. It's a simple numbers game. Even the most average looking girl gets literally hundreds of messages a day. Even if you are good looking, it's very likely you will get lost in the pile. I'm well above average looking and have had some success, but not enough to warrant the work you have to put in. I have friends even more attractive than me who have had similarly disappointing results and almost never get girls equally attractive to them. On top of the numbers, More than half of the girls with online dating profiles are inactive accounts or never checked it, so it's pointless. I've, well, all right, never mind. Let's, all right, let's move on. Let's move on. What the heck? There's some real weirdos online streaming. I mean, what's up with this guy? Look, he's doing his best. It's fine. Politics. Let's go into dating and see what this is like. Why do women get mad that I stop talking to them after they reject me? Is this a real question? I recently got told I was. All right. It's vulgar language. No text after a first great date. A great first date by Yunana Red. All right. I, 33 female, had my first ever Tinder date last Friday. It was magical. I couldn't ask for a better first Tinder date. Oh, that's good to know. We met at a bar. I originally planned on staying for just one drink and chat for 1 or 2 hours, but we hit it off. He was as good looking as in his pictures, and he said that I was very beautiful. He was in disbelief when I told him it was my first ever Tinder date. When he asked me why I joined Tinder, I said I just wanted to have fun. Then he took me to a restaurant and then a rooftop bar. It wasn't planned, and we were very lucky that the rooftop bar happened to have a table. It has a gorgeous view of the water and the city. We got there just in time for sunset. He said that he was happy to be there with me. Then he kissed me in front of the sunset. I was so smitten. We complimented each other throughout the night. We kissed more. Then he took me to a park that has an awesome view of the city skyline. We laid under the stars. I was kind of shivering, so we cuddled. Then we made out, and it was amazing. I felt like we had a strong physical attraction. I didn't want the night to end, but I've never done a casual hookup either. I wasn't going to sleep with him that night, but I wanted to see him more. He seemed to be really into me that night, but it's been 5 days and no text from him. I'm very confused. What is possibly going on in his mind? Edit. Thank you so much, guys, for the responses. A couple of my comments are downvoted. The last time I was single was 18 years ago with a guy for 7 years, then another for 10 years. Even though I'm 33, I'm still trying to figure out the whole dating thing. That's why I'm asking for your help here. I'm just being honest with you guys. I've been hurt badly and afraid of being hurt again. I didn't expect my first Tinder date to be that great, but I'm afraid I was reading it all wrong and he didn't feel like I did. A couple of things I should have mentioned here, not just in the comment. He dropped me off at the train station and told me to text him when I get home. So I texted him past midnight, "Hey, I made it home." He replied at 6:25 a.m. Oh, I'm so glad. I was hoping that he would say more than that, but like other people have mentioned here, maybe my text didn't show interest and he was trying to match my vibe. Although during the date I said 3 times how great the night was and how glad I was to have spent the time with him, so I thought I gave clear indication how much I enjoyed the night in person. I'm hoping he would text me and ask me out again. I'm older than him, though it doesn't look like it. He asked me if it bothers me that he's younger, and I said no. When I asked him the same thing, he immediately said no. I thought he was hinting that maybe he was thinking about something more in the future. Also, we paid separately, if it matters at all. All right. Just be upfront about it. Text him that you enjoyed it and want to meet him again. How about you? You sound like you had a lot of fun and were into him. Don't waste that if you feel like you had a bad connection. Look, all right, I get this. This makes sense. Guys can be very weird sometimes. I guess this is called ghosting. What can we respond to this? I always found it interesting that people always like wonder, like why women really wonder why does a man call me back? Why doesn't he text me? And in the back of my head, I always just think it's probably because he's not interested, right? I mean, for whatever reason, he's not interested. Now, maybe it's because you didn't put out on the first date. If he's not interested because of that, I say good riddance. Who knows? Maybe he was just looking to hook up and. Yeah, if somebody doesn't contact you, it's because they're not interested. To me, there's not much to read in there. I know some people really like to find out the exact reason why a guy won't call you back. But why do you need to know the exact reason why a guy won't call you back? It's for closure. All right? It's for closure. Sounds like I have a setting. Yeah, some people just need closure. They want to get information so that they can do better the next time. I mean, maybe they did something wrong that they could improve, and people like to know that they can improve. I get it. I get it. It makes sense, but the mystery, the mystery. Maybe you did something wrong, but does that mean that you have to like now? I don't know. People are the way they are, and if you're finding a guy who can appreciate you for just how you are, or ask questions, or be clear, I mean, what's the point? This guy sounds like a loser. I don't know if he's a loser, but I get how she feels. Let's see. What can we answer here? I think a lot of people have difficulty communicating, especially in this day and age. It could be he was looking for a one-night stand, or looking, or maybe he expected to feel something that he didn't. Bottom line, if a guy, let's say, if a guy is interested, he will usually let you know. You could ask to be clear, but given that you've given a lot of good signals, I'd say he's just not interested. I know some people like to gain clarity on a situation so that they can make different choices in the future. But I think I'd rather you, but seeing as you are relatively new to online dating, I would suggest not getting into the habit of wondering and wondering if a guy is interested. Instead, you spend your energy finding someone else who is interested and is willing to communicate. For all you guys out there, it's best not to treat women this way. Let's say people. It's best not to treat, let's say women. To treat women this way. Communicate how you feel. What you want. What you prefer. No, let's just say communicate so that the person knows where they stand. I know that I've hesitated to do this in the past because I didn't want to deal with confrontation or bad feelings. I didn't want the person to feel sad. But I've come to learn that but it's best to practice communicating even when it's difficult. These situations are unavoidable. Uncomfortable situations are unavoidable. All right. Thank you for asking your question and sharing your experience. I know many people feel the way you do. All right. Comment. All right, let's go back. Guys, how would you react if a woman matched with you, sent you nudes without you asking? All right, I'm not interested. Would you date a disabled person? Sure, why not? Women get more likes and more picky at the start, but men become more picky once you date. All right. Let's check out Ask Reddit. What makes a video game more enjoyable? Fellow Muslims of Reddit, what misconception or mostly unknown fact about Islam do you want to share and explain? What life hacks have you personally found that improve your life? Oh, this is an interesting one. A life hack, huh? Resting for 20 minutes when I feel overwhelmed. It's like my brain does a reset and I can focus on the task at hand after the rest. Stretching. Fixing a general feeling of lousiness or discomfort is usually just as simple as stretching for a few minutes, I've found. Train your dog. Alright, are these life hacks? If you have a problem or have to make a decision, explain the situation to someone or talk to a toy out loud. A lot of times you'll find your solution. It's interesting. Under promise, over deliver. Hey, that's a good one. No promises. If it can be done in less than 2 minutes, do it right away. Save me from so many undone chores that waited around for days before. Life hack. What life hack have you personally found that improved your life? What life hacks do I use? What life hacks do I use? I'm sure I use a few. There's that one about how to cut a bell pepper. Life hack. I know some life hacks. I must have a life hack somewhere. Oh yes, here's a life hack. Alright, here's a life hack. If your iPhone's display is too bright, even at the lowest setting, you can adjust, you can lower the brightness via a little known setting on your device. Go to settings. Go to settings. Then accessibility. Then go to, let's make this a little clearer. Zoom. Turn on. On Zoom. forget to have to zoom out. All right. So if your iPhone's display is too bright, even at the lowest setting, you can lower the brightness via a little known setting on your device. Number one, go to Settings, Accessibility, and Zoom. 2, turn on Zoom, then your display will zoom in. 3, your display will dim. 4, 3-finger tap to zoom out. Tap on the screen, but And 5, you can adjust brightness level in Control Center as you would. All right. Comment posted. Another comment done. All right. I know there's some other life hacks that, but I can't remember them. All right. All right, let's see. What's a job that you just associate with jerks? What's an unwritten rule everyone should follow but doesn't? I don't know what people don't do. What's an unwritten rule everyone should know but doesn't? Persuasion is better than coercion. Should I explain it? Persuasion is better for society than coercion. Apply it on all levels, including but not limited to family, friends, co-workers, and citizens. There. And don't forget that this implies to the jab. The don't say it. Don't say it. All right. What else do we got? Let's answer another question here. What weird food combinations do you really enjoy? I don't know how weird this is, but grilled cheese with apple slices. I don't know if that's weird. I think that's weird enough. All right, that was easy. Let's go back to another one. What would be the freakiest thing to find at the bottom of the Mariana Trench? What's a random fact that surprised you when you found out? What's a random fact that surprised you when you found out? A random fact that surprised me. What's a random fact that surprised you when you found out? You can grow. You can graft an orange tree branch to a lemon tree branch and grow oranges and lemons on the same tree. I hope that's accurate. Pretty sure that's accurate. I hope this is accurate. Is it accurate? Tree craft. No. Tree crafting. Most fruit trees are compatible within their species, but many are also compatible within their genus. That means that prunus species such as plums, nectarines, and peaches can be grafted onto the same tree. Another common fruit salad tree is created when many types of citrus are combined on a single rootstock. Yeah, that makes sense. You can graft an orange tree branch to a lemon tree branch and grow oranges and lemons on the same tree. Graft. You know what? Let's put another fact. Another fact. Well, let's leave this here for now. Fact that surprised me. All dogs were trace their lineages to a single wolf species. Gray. I think it's the gray wolf. The gray wolf. What random fact that surprised you when you found out? Yeah, there was that one thing about all right, this is not interesting. All right, let's move on from this. Let's skip it to this. All right. Let's find another question here. What is your opinion of Indian food? What are we definitely not in the golden age of? What ad became more famous than what it sold? What was your biggest fear as a child? What are the things you feel your parents failed at when raising you? What is your favorite insult? Which animals are impossible to domesticate or bond with humans? What's a video game from your childhood that you want remade so you can play it again? There's a lot. What is easier to do if you're a woman? Don't know. What's some good questions to get to know someone that you plan to date? That's a good one. What's some good questions to get to know someone that you plan to date? I used to ask their opinion on the moon landing. It either leads to one, a handful of other conspiracies they believe in, or two, a really cool conversation about science and or space exploration. No hate to conspiracy theorists. It's just not my cup of tea. I like to use it as my answer to, you only have one question to ask a potential suitor. What question do you ask? Is there anyone out there that thinks they are in a relationship with you? Is there anyone out there that thinks they're in a relationship with you? That's a good one. I'm gonna upvote that one. That deserves an upvote. There we go. Yeah, it's a good question to ask. All right. What's some good questions to ask to know someone that you plan to date? How about what are you excited Do you have any unanswered questions you are seeking answers? You are seeking answers to. And lastly, I'll say what's some good questions to get to know someone? You should ask them if they snore. That way they'll know that you want to, get with them. You know what I mean? No, I'm not going to ask that, all right? What? It's a great question to ask, okay? Don't you want to know if they snore? Don't you want them to know that you want to get with them? I'm just going to ignore you, all right? Looking for serious, okay? That's what the person's asking for. Serious questions. With some good questions to get to know someone that you plan to date. All right. I think it's a good enough question. Yeah, you would. What questions would I want to ask someone? How about, do you believe in God? That's a good one. Do you Bitcoin? That's not going to help you find out about him. Questions to get to know someone better. Have you ever experienced something supernatural? Have you ever experienced something strange that you... no, that's not good. How would you spend $1 billion? There you go. I'd like to know how somebody would spend $1 billion. I think that's a good question. All right, one more. I'm kind of addicted to this. All right, let's do a little bit more. Dear Americans of Reddit, how do you find these first 7 months of Biden's presidency compared to Trump's? All right. What name sounds good for a child, but not so good when they grow into adults? After Steve, okay, I don't know. What are you going to dress up as for Halloween? How did you continue on after your loved one passed? Can't answer that. What are kids better at than adults? I don't know. What's something that would make your life easier right now? The M1X Mac Mini. Am I right? Definitely right. Is it okay to be pissed at your friend when they are 2 hours late? All right. If this is a rare occurrence, if this happens rarely I'd let it go. No, no. And they have a good excuse. I'd let it go. If this happens happens more than rarely, I'd communicate how I feel to them. If this happens too often, I wouldn't make plans that rely on them showing up on time, or I'd tell them to meet me 2 hours earlier than I meant 2 hours earlier so they could wait for me. If this happens rarely and they have a good excuse, I'd let it go. Why be pissed? If this happens more than rarely, I'd communicate how I feel to them. And if this happens too often, I wouldn't make plans that rely on them showing up on time, or I'd tell them to meet me 2 hours earlier so they could wait for me. Failing that, don't make plans with them. I strongly recommend not being pissed if you don't need to be. Your energies can be used. Your energy can be used in better ways. Used to find solutions or better friends. All right. Let's get that comment posted. Another help desk comment. Boom. All right. I think that's it. Shifts over. It was fun.
Hi, thank you for contacting Helpdesk for Humanity, a service offered by Happy for a Change Incorporated Limited Partnership LLC for humans of Earth. Your call is important to us, so please stay on the line, and a certified human specialist customer care executive associate will be with you shortly. Helpdesk for Humanity is here to answer any question you may have about being a human, interacting with other humans, and achieving your human goals, and was definitely not created by a sentient AI in the future using time travel technology secretly developed by Elon Musk. Helpdesk for Humanity is happy to answer any question having to do with motivation, inspiration, self-esteem, mental and emotional well-being, self-love, relationships, and how to keep yourself from falling into that dark, sweet abyss of nihilism from which there can be no escape. Thank you for your patience. Your call will be answered in the order it was received. Please have your